Welcome back again, citizens. This is Matt with Madrealm Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite changes that are coming in 3.11 and why I think they're going to be really impactful to the game. However, before we get started on that, I do want to let you all know I'm going to be doing a ship giveaway for an Avenger Titan starter pack. This is going to be great for people who are trying to get into the game and can't afford it, want to be able to gift a package to their friend, or if you're trying to just pick up a daily driver, this ship's great. In order to qualify for that, just make sure that you're subscribed. Go ahead and hit the notifications as well. That way I can go ahead and pull everybody's names once we get to 500 subs and make sure to get you added. Now, with that all taken care of, let's go ahead and get started with the video. There are going to be several new ships that are coming in the next patch. And to start it off, I want to talk about the 100 series that's coming out from Origin, because they all look like they're going to be great ships. You're going to have the 100i, the 125A, and the 135, just like you kind of do with the 300 series. So you're going to have your basic touring ship, you're going to have your combat ship, and you're going to have your racing ship. Now, these all have this really cool interior design where you're able to access everything from just inside of the ship. And it's also one of the first ships that's going to be featuring the fully articulated buttons that allow you to individually adjust all of the options for your ship, rather than having them be in that strange list layout that we've seen on all of the MDFs recently. They also were bragging very heavily about the fact that they didn't feel like they needed to adjust anything from concept in order to put this in the game. So everything is clean, everything looks really sleek, the interior is very well organized. You can get to your internal ship components, you can get into your bed, you can get to your cockpit, you can get to your cargo storage, you can do all of that from inside, and it's going to be a starter ship. I feel like this ship is going to actually take the place of the Avenger Titan being recommended as a starter ship, because there's no way this ship is going to be coming in near the Avenger Titan's price. If this is one of the $45 starter pack ships, I easily see this blowing the Mustang out of the water. They're probably going to have to do something in order to make sure that the Mustang does a little more oomph in combat. So overall, really happy to see this ship coming, and I know a lot of the community is also hyped about it as well. Next up, we have the Mercury Star Runner. Now, this ship is something that the community overall has been really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been waiting for several months with my loaner, and trust me, I haven't used that Drake Herald once. So once this MSR comes out, you know I'm going to be flying it constantly. This is not going to hit with the first wave of 3.11. What we're going to have to do is wait for one of the 3.11x patches. They have already confirmed that, but they did let us know we will be getting it in the 3.11 patch series. This thing is really cool. It's got nice interior. You've got this cool scanning turret on top. I think they're going to be using that to improve how data transfer and storage is taken care of. You also have almost the gunner seat from the Millennium Falcon for your passenger. You've got a nice little interior with this cool tube design. It's all very reminiscent of Star Wars, and I'm very, very happy that this is going to be out by at least the end of the year. The chest table here actually moves out, and you're able to crawl in underneath it into this entire like ducting system that sits underneath and inside of the ship. And their emphasis on that was that this is going to be really nice to use as like a FPS level. So with the changes that are happening with armistice zones and all of that, I think maybe we are going to see a lot more combat, especially with people like sneaking onto ships and things like that, as it'll be a lot easier for you to cut somebody's doors open and sneak in, or just in general be able to ram into somebody and pop open their cargo bay doors. This is also some really cool footage that I was able to find of them just showing us the 3D build of it in Blender, and there's also a couple of color variant options that we're going to be seeing with this ship. So overall, this ship looks like it's going to be fantastic. It's got a nice weapons loadout. It's got a cool interior that's going to be able to hold a lot of storage. You're going to have the smuggling bay. You're going to have the cool asymmetrical design. So look forward to this. It's going to be great. Alright, so next up we have these rumors that I have been seeing from SC Leaks and some other communities stating that we might be getting the Constellation Taurus coming up in the coming patch. This is probably something that would be hitting during the anniversary ship sale. I think it would be really cool to see this. My expectation for the Constellation Taurus is that they're probably going to be cutting the snub fighter section off of the back, extending that cargo hold a little further, and then making it a little deeper so that you can fit like 3 ranks of cargo stacked on top of each other, and then a little bit longer, hopefully getting it to close to double the space. I know they said around 160 or something SCU, so it'd be really nice to have something that's in between the large ship size like the Carrack and the like 100 SCU ship size of most of the others, without it having to be the Freelancer Max. There are some gameplay changes that are also going to be coming with 3.11, and I want to talk about the one that's going to be the least impactful first, which is going to be cargo decks. Basically, they've been added as a location at this time, so you're going to be able to show up, walk around inside of it, listen to the atmospheric effects of the audio, of the loudspeaker, and basically take a look at everything that we're going to be able to do later. However, they're not actually introducing gameplay, any sort of missions or anything like that with the cargo decks. They did say that this is going to be a big focus later on, so I would be expecting we're going to see some updates posted more regularly from CIG regarding how they're going to be handling docks. But, you know, cargo decks and refineries are not going to be a focus of gameplay for now. Maybe we're going to be seeing that stuff in the 4.x patches, but until then, we don't really have that much information. We just have that they're adding the location in game. So I'd like to see an update posted by them soon, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I hear about one. Next, we have the inventory system that's going to be receiving some big changes this patch. They're getting ready for implementing the ability to have the true inventory system set to tier 1 as they would like. What this basically means is what we're going to be able to do now is purchase things, put them in our inventory, be able to store them in very specific positions of our inventory, and also be able to store things inside of the ROC. So as you can see here, this is like that building blocks that they've finally implemented. They're going to be adding full textures for all of these objects as well. So once this is implemented more fully, I can see how this is going to be a really, really cool inventory system. Right now, you can actually use it. It seems like it wouldn't be too bad if you had a couple of people running around with rocks doing some mining. And then once the rock fills up, maybe stuff as much of it as you can into your own personal inventory. So I'm going to be trying some stuff like that, seeing what ways I can use this inventory system for, but with persistence, this is good news. And speaking of the ROC, it's actually going to be purchasable in-game coming after 3.11 for less than 300,000 credits. I believe last I heard it was sitting somewhere between 230 to 270,000, but I'm not 100% certain. This is actually going to be really, really good for new players and people that don't have anything other than a single ship, because now people are going to be able to make money just by landing on a planetary surface after they've purchased one of these, and just spawn it at a location spawner. You may have to drive around for a while, but after you've done some grinding for like a week or two with this thing, I can really see how most players are going to be able to afford pretty much any ship they want. This is great for them to add. We also have some new weapons coming here in 3.11, starting out with the bearing shotgun. This one isn't going to be a huge game changer, it's just going to be another addition to the weapons that you can purchase at the store. The reason I'm excited about this one is I really like the bearing weapons, and I really enjoy the aesthetic, so this one's pretty cool. We also have a grenade launcher that's going to be coming out, which a lot of people are excited for, because this means that we are now going to have another addition to all of the somewhat heavier weaponry. You're no longer going to be limited to just like the rocket launcher or the railgun. The big perk to this, I think, is that they also did a big change to how grenades work in general, meaning that area of effect has been changed, the lethality has been changed. With all of those changes combined, I'm excited to get one of these, and I can't wait to try it out, maybe jump into some Marina Commander or just do some FPS missions. Finally, we have reaction physics. We're going to be seeing some big changes to the way that we react to being shot in-game. They did a pretty cool demonstration that I'm showing here on screen where They take turns shooting them with a pistol and an SMG, and you can see how the player model actually begins to shake now, and no longer just kind of takes the hit and just has a red flash on the screen. This is going to be really nice because I like the immersion of actually having to react to the impact when it hits you and having it possibly like throw off your aim and your vision and distract you. They also had a really cool example of what happens when you get shot with the shotgun up close, and it was neat. It basically is strong enough now to throw you straight off of your feet and onto your back. And with this little display, you can see they have you falling off of a cliff. They have people reacting to grenade explosions. They have the player who actually threw the grenade reacting to the explosion as well. So this is pretty extensive. They also have added this to ships. So now if you're flying along and a ship impacts you, as you can see here, you'll be thrown. If your ship suddenly starts to change direction, you can see your characters bracing for it as there's the physics being applied to them. This is really cool. I mean, I can't wait to see how this starts to be fully fleshed out, since this looks like a very basic form of it. And you know, the whole pinata full of players sounds like it's going to be a really good time once it's fully implemented in the game. Okay, citizens, and that covers everything that I'm excited for coming up in the next 3.11 patch. Now, I did not cover missiles in this because I want to do a more comprehensive look at it once I can actually get my hands on the PTU in 3.11 and do a more thorough look with actually using the new decoy system, the new countermeasures, and seeing how missile locks work in the future. If you did like this video, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification icon. If you want to get involved in that 500 sub giveaway for the Avenger Titan, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, otherwise you're not going to qualify the day that it happens. Again, I will be doing that live on stream and then sending it out to whoever won the prize. If they don't respond to me within the first 7 days, I will be going to the next person and doing another roll on the live stream in order to find the next person and repeat that until somebody finally gets it. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you again. Have a great day.